Welcome to Lady in Waking. If you have never been here before, my name is Ashley. I am a 40-something pop culture geek with a love for vintage style, and I like to incorporate all eras into my vintage style, but also incorporate my age so that I don't feel too matronly. So if that's what you're into, if you're into vintage style, or if you're over 40 and looking for a way to incorporate it into your everyday look, then feel free to follow, click subscribe, like the videos, all of that. I am a huge fan, especially at my age, of doing more of that bedhead 1950s style, which is basically where curls sort of fell into place and they were pinned in place and all of that good stuff. I am in love with this like whole thing going on, and honestly these curls are falling a little more limp. I could actually pin them up and do a faux bob and it would probably be even more successful. But that said, that's what we're doing today. If the sort of loose, and I'm going to show you my inspiration photo, if this sort of like loose 1950s style is your thing, then this is pretty much my aesthetic anytime that I dress up. So I definitely love this look. This is what I would call, I think this is very similar to my glamorous showgirl hairstyle that I did back in 2008 or 9 on my former channel, lisafreemontstreet, and I just decided to revisit it because I haven't done anything super similar recently. So that's pretty much all. I'm going to go ahead and get to the tutorial. Let me know if you have any requests, and again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you when we are finished. So the first thing you'll need is a brush, a good brush that's got flexible bristles, some bobby pins, and some hairspray, and that's pretty much it. What we're going to do is we're going to go through and release the rollers. I used foam rollers or sponge rollers on the bottom and bendable rollers on the top, just so that I get less crimping and a little more sturdy curl at the top. After you've released all the curls, and you can see I got quite a bit of bounce back on these. I think it's a slightly less humid day. Then what you'll do is brush through all of the curls with your brush. This is my curl shaper brush from the Vintage Hairstyling website. However, you can also use the Denman paddle brush or a Denman brush, just something with some nice like flexible nylon bristles. And I'm just going to brush through. And you'll see already it kind of has like a 1960s, like almost like an Anita Ekberg vibe. And that's going to be even more intensified by parting my hair on the other side, because my hair naturally wants to part on one side. And I've noticed that if I part it on the other side, it automatically has more volume. So whenever I want to do a high volume on the crown, I usually do part my hair on the opposite side after brushing it through. Then I'm going to take individual sections and I am going to tease, just not a whole lot, just minimally. I'm not doing any specific like organized teasing. I'm just going to sort of take a section, lift it, and tease just about halfway up, and then lay it over. And my bangs, actually, I also curled in the direction that I knew I was going to be styling my hair, so I should also mention that. I just pin curled them in the direction I knew I was styling. So you'll see you'll get quite a bit of volume that way. And then I'm just going to tease the top section at the light side of the part as well, and that should cause the volume to be a little bit more pronounced there as well, but that's not going to be as important since it's going to be hidden. And then I'm just going to take the top crown section and pin it into a very loose curl. I am not using any kind of specific shaping. This is all extremely freeform, and you're going to sort of let the curls decide what they want to do, but I'm just sort of barely bending this into a curl and then pinning it into place with 1 or 2 bobby pins just to make sure that the volume and the lift maintains. And this is going to lend itself to more of that like 1950 sort of bedhead thing that was really popular. The style is based on a photo, I believe, of Corinne Calvet. She was a French actress. However, it is not, it's a lot more structured than what I'm doing here actually. Because my hair being longer, I wanted to make sure and keep it a little bit more freeform. And I'm going to make sure I blend my bangs into the lift at the top. I just sort of blended them in with the top curls. continue to lift and to shape and to pin however I see fit. And then with the side section on this side, I know I'm going to have it behind a fascinator, so I'm just going to take it and pin it into a very loose curl that allow the ends to fall freely. And then I'll just sort of spray and brush into position anywhere that I'd like it to be a little bit more smooth. This is a style that would work best for me in lower humidity times of the year, such as the fall, less rainy days. But I'm just going to continue to arrange the back curls and continue to brush, and then I will add my beautiful feather fascinator from Belle Blossoms. And this just kind of gives you a fancy look that gives you a little bit more ease of styling. So that's it. It's very simple. It's very simple, but it makes a statement. It's very glamorous. This is something that I would absolutely wear with this sort of dress or this sort of dress. I like to, but I I don't have a whole lot of really fancy stuff right now. I would normally have worn this with like a whirling turban or something that's a little bit more of like a wiggle dress. I don't really have anything right now. I don't go a lot of places, so this is just something that I would do in the odd chance that I happen to go out and do something along those lines. Something glamorous. Are there glamorous things still out there? Please let me know. So that's all for this tutorial. But again, please let me know if you have any requests or any questions, and continue to interact with me in the comments. And the more you comment, the more my videos will show up in the algorithms, and then the more likely I will be able to present more videos in the future. But that's all for today, and we will see you next time.